this warm story to wrap you in comfort tonight. Magnolia and Silver Bell. This story is a heartwarming tale of Magnolia and Silver Bell discovering the true meaning of family for kindness and shared joy. In a quaint village nestled deep within a lush, emerald forest, there existed a heartwarming bond between humans and mystical creatures. Among them, Magnolia, a kind-hearted woman with a soul full of warmth and gentle grace, stood out. She had a way of making everyone feel at home, with her radiant smile and bright, caring eyes that sparkled like dew-kissed morning flowers. Magnolia lived in a cozy cottage adorned with blooming flowers of every hue you could imagine. Her garden, alive with daisies, roses, lilies, and of course magnolias, was a sanctuary for every living being that wandered into it. The sweet aroma of blooming flowers filled the air, creating an atmosphere of bliss and tranquility. One fine day, as the golden rays of dawn bathed the village, a curious and cheerful happy gnome named Silver Bell stumbled upon Magnolia's stardom. Silver Bell, with his glittering silver beard and sparkling eyes, brought joy and laughter wherever he went. He was known for his knack of creating magic out of ordinary things, making flowers bloom and singing birds appear with a mere clap of his tiny hands. Silver Bell had been traveling far and wide, searching for something he couldn't quite put into words but felt deeply within his heart. A sense of family and belonging. As soon as he set his twinkling eyes on Magnolia Mag's garden, he felt an instant connection, a magnetic pull that led him straight to Magnolia. "Well, hello there, dear little one," Magnolia greeted with her usual warmth. "You must be weary from your travels. Rest in my garden and share your stories," Silver Bell, unable to resist the angelic kindness in her voice, nodded enthusiastically. He regaled Magnolia with tales of mystical lands, enchanted creatures, and the myriad adventures he had embarked on. Magnolia listened with rapt attention, her heart swelling with every word he spoke. Days turned into weeks, then weeks into months. Silver Bell became a cherished member of Magnolia Game's home. He would work his magic in the garden, creating the most extraordinary blossoms and songbirds that filled their days with entrancing melodies. In return, Magnolia taught him the art of baking bread, the joy of tending to a garden with love, and the warmth of a heartfelt hug. So their simple yet cherished moments, Silver Bell and Magnolia found in each other what they had always longed for. Only dreamland. They celebrated each sunrise as a new beginning, and each sunset as a promise of tomorrow's adventures. They learned that family was not just about blood relations, but about the threads of love, care, and shared joy that bound people together. As the seasons turned, their bond grew ever stronger, a testament to the magic happens when hearts find their home. Magnolia and Silver Bell's story became a legend in the village, a beautiful reminder that family can be formed in the most unexpected ways, through kindness and open hearts. And so, nestled in the heart of the Emerald Forest, Magnolia and Silver Bell lived happily ever after, each day a celebration of their wondrous friendship and the beautiful family they created together. The next story waits, calm and peaceful. Lotus and the Autumn Sprite Star. This story is about Lotus, a wise woman, and Star, an autumn sprite, and the wisdom they discover together about finding balance in life. In a tranquil village, nestled at the foothills of misty mountains, lived a wise and kind-hearted woman named Lotus. Lotus spent her days tending to a splendid garden brimming with flowers that seemed to whisper secrets of ancient wisdom to her. As autumn leaves began to rustle with the whispers of the north wind, Lotus often found herself taking long contemplative walks through the golden woods. One crisp autumn evening, While she wandered deeper than usual, Lotus encountered an ethereal figure named Star. Star was an autumn sprite, a gentle guardian of the forest, who radiated a soft, amber glow. Their eyes met, and it seemed as if the entire forest ceased its rustling to listen. "Greetings, Lotus," said Star, his voice like a melodious breeze. "I've watched over this forest for centuries, but seldom do I meet a human who walks this path with such reverence." Lotus smiled warmly. "A forest teaches me much, Star. The falling leaves, the changing seasons, each carries a lesson if one only listens." Star nodded. "You understand well, Lotus. But tell me, what wisdom do you seek on this evening?" Lotus pondered briefly. "I seek the wisdom of balance. Life in the village sometimes overwhelms me with its demands and expectations. How can I find harmony within myself amidst such chaos?" The Alphonse sprite gazed into the canopy of trees, where the last rays of sun filtered through the rind of orange and red leaves. "Let me show you," he said, extending a glowing hand. Together, they walked to a clearing where a serene brook murmured among moss-covered stones. "Behold the brook," Star began. "See how it flows effortlessly through the forest. It does not rage against the rocks or overbear the fallen branches. Instead, it finds a path over, under, and round. It moves forward, balanced and serene." Lotus knelt by the brook, dipping her fingers into the cool, clear water. "But the brook also follows a course determined by forces greater than itself," she observed. "Indeed, Star, yet within that course, the brook enacts its will, choosing its path within the broader journey. Just as you must in your life." For a moment, Lotus closed her eyes and allowed herself to merge with the tranquil hum of the forest. She felt its wisdom permeate her being. "Thank you, Star," she said, finally standing. "I understand now. Balance is not about removing chaos, but moving harmoniously within it." Star smiled softly, the glow round him shimmering like fireflies. "You have always had this wisdom within you, Lotus. Never forget the strength that lies in acceptance and flow." With a final nod, Star blended into the tapestry of the forest, leaving Lotus with a heart much lighter and a mind much clearer. As she walked back to her village, the amber glow of Star's presence lingered in her thoughts, reminding her of the tranquility that comes from inner harmony. From that day forward, whenever life in the village grew overwhelming, Lotus would return to the golden woods and the murmuring brook. Here, she would reconnect with the wisdom of the forest and remember Star's gentle, glowing guidance. Let's wander into the next comforting tale. Amaryllis and the Loving Guardian, Angel Blossom. This story is about Amaryllis, a kind-hearted girl, and her guardian angel Blossom, who gifts her the ability to spread kindness, transforming their village into a place brimming with love and generosity. Once upon a time, in a serene village, nestled between rolling hills, there lived a girl named Amaryllis. She had long, flowing raven hair and eyes that sparkled like dew on a fresh morning. Amaryllis was known throughout the village for her kindness. She always shared her bread with the birds, helped elderly neighbors with their chores, and spent her evenings reading stories to the little children in the village square. One starry night, as Amaryllis walked home from the village square, she felt a gentle breeze that seemed to carry whispers of melodies. She paused and looked up at the sky, where a particularly bright star twinkled. Suddenly, a soft light descended from the heavens. Emerging from this glow was a figure with a crown of flowers and wings that shimmered like the morning sun. This was Blossom, her loving guardian angel. "Do not be afraid, dear Amaryllis," Blossom spoke in a voice as soothing as a lullaby. "I have come to share with you the beauty of kindness that resides in your heart. Amaryllis blinked in wonder, feeling a warmth envelop her. "Blossom," she murmured. "How do you know my name?" Blossom smiled tenderly. "I have watched over you since you were a child. Your acts of kindness have not gone unnoticed in the ethereal realm. Tonight, I am here to share a special gift with you, a gift that will amplify the goodness you spread." Gently, Blossom touched Amaryllis's heart, and a golden glow spread from her fingertip. Amaryllis felt a rush of energy, and an inner light seemed to radiate from her being. "With this gift," Blossom continued, "your kindness will inspire others. It will be like a pebble in a pond, creating ripples that touch every shore." Overwhelmed with gratitude, Amaryllis hugged Blossom. "Thank you, dear guardian angel. I will treasure this gift and continue to share kindness wherever I go." As the days turned into weeks, Amaryllis noticed changes around her village. The once grumpy old baker began giving free pastries to children. The reclusive artist started painting murals of joy and laughter. Everywhere Amaryllis went, hearts seemed to open, and smiles became more frequent. One evening, as Amaryllis sat under a blossoming cherry tree, she looked up to the sky and whispered, "Thank you, Blossom. Your gift has turned our village into a cradle of kindness." High above, Blossom watched with a heart brimming with pride, knowing that Amaryllis' light would continue to shine bright, touching lives and spreading love for generations to come. And so, under the guardian watch of Blossom, the village of Amaryllis flourished, wrapped in the gentle embrace of kindness and love. Let's journey onward with another comforting tale. The tale of Peony and Camellia, a lesson in patience. This story is about a girl named Peony and a beetle named Camellia, unleashing their journey of healing a wilted flower through patience and perseverance, ultimately forging a heartfelt friendship. In a lush, emerald forest, where morning dew clung to every leaf and the sun's rays filtered through the dense canopy, lived a kind-hearted girl named Peony. Her hair was as golden as the first light of dawn, and her eyes were the color of the summer sky. Peony had always been a patient soul, tending to her garden with utmost care, and finding joy in nurturing each plant to its fullest bloom. One sunny afternoon, as Peony was humming a sweet melody while planting new seeds, she heard a tiny, almost imperceptible voice. She looked around and saw a small, brightly colored beetle struggling beside a wilted camellia flower. The beetle's shell was a vibrant green, shimmering like an emerald in the sunlight. "Hello, Peony," greeted softly, crouching down to observe the little creature. "Perhaps your name?" With a slight bow, the beetle replied, "My name is Camellia. We've been trying to help this flower, but I'm afraid enough making any progress." And then Peony's heart warmed at the sight of the determined beetle, and she decided to assist. Over the next few days, Peony and Camellia worked together. They brought fresh water and rich soil, while Camellia diligently inspected every leaf and petal for signs of improvement. These turned into weeks, and there were moments when their efforts seemed futile. The wilted camellia barely showed signs of life. Peony's patience was unwavering, but Camellia started to waver. "Maybe it's hopeless," little Camellia sighed one day, feeling defeated. Peony smiled gently and shook her head. "Patience and persistence. Dear Camellia, every living thing needs time to heal and grow." City. One evening, as the sky turned into a canvas of lavender and gold, Peony noticed a hint of color on the camellia flower. "Oh, look, Camellia! Its locks working wild," she exclaimed joyfully. The little beetle's eyes sparkled with newfound hope. Slowly but surely, the camellia flower began to regain its vigor, and one bright morning, it stood tall and beautiful, its petals radiating with vibrant hues. Camellia, the beetle, and Peony gazed at the flower, their hearts filled with joy and satisfaction. Life and heat tea in life, Camellia whispered. I would have given up if it weren't set me for your patience, Felting. Peony smiled softly, her eyes twinkling. Patience is a virtue, my friend. Sometimes, the most wonderful things take the longest time to bloom. From that day forward, Peony and Camellia became the best of friends, teaching others in the forest the importance of patience and care. And in every corner of the forest, where the flowers bloomed the brightest, the tale of Kokooni and Camellia's extraordinary friendship was told, inspiring all who heard it. Rest well, and may your dreams be gentle and kind.